be a generator on the open market. PACE provides that type of advice for very significant national companies. In that document you'll see Alcoa, Kellogg's, General Motors, Halliburton. These are all companies that PACE provides very good energy advice, both natural gas and electricity, for those companies when they make their purchases. I felt that that's the sort of company that entities like we have here in our group ought to be able to utilize in arriving at good decisions. PACE does not own electricity. PACE does not own natural gas. Their sole function for us is to advise us in the market. And if you'd like sometime, I can show you over the last 7 years, PACE has saved our members in natural gas anywhere between $500,000 and $1 million a year on natural gas commodity by utilizing their expertise to go into the market much the same way that we were doing for electricity.
How is PACE paid?
PACE receives a fee based on per kilowatt hour usage. If you use a certain amount, there's a fee charged to you. It's 0.0025 cents a kilowatt hour. Of that, 0.002 goes to PACE, 0.0005 would go to the consortium. And that's based solely on usage. That's how they're paid. We have had significant success so far in establishing a large block of members. We're continuing to, I can't tell you exactly how many members we have now, but our website will show you well over 450, 500 members, of which I believe 30 or 40 are actually in Lebanon County at this point. One of the things that we do is provide to you a report. We've done this for natural gas for the last 6 years. We're going to do it for electricity. Every 6 months you're going to know how you did. You're going to be shown what you paid through our program for electricity, including fees, and it's going to be compared to what you would have paid had you stayed with your resident utility, which is Med Ed. So you're going to, the contract that you would be asked to sign would be a 2-year contract with PACE, with the consortium actually, and in that 2-year period there would probably be 2 bids for electricity. Our feeling, both PACE and myself, is that it doesn't make sense at this point to engage in any longer term contracts for electricity than 1 year at a time because the market is much too volatile. This is a brand new market in Pennsylvania. It's just getting started, and it's very difficult to project how that market's going to react going forward. So we believe that the less risk involved here is by utilizing a year contract at a time.
Yeah. We don't have a contract with you for electricity at this time.
You do not. You are a member of the consortium and you've contracted through us for fossil fuels, but you do not have a contract with us for electricity. No.
And should we consider bidding this? I mean, is this something that's automatic that we...
Well, we are going to bid.
Maybe you misunderstood my question. For the services that you provide, are there other people out there? Do they provide at the same rate? Or in other
I don't
words,
have any direct knowledge of what my competitor might be doing, if that's what you're asking me.
Okay.
I really have
so
enough
you're
time
here,
trying to deal with making sure that the people who are interested in our program understand our program. I don't know what the other programs may offer.
I guess I don't understand how you got here today. That's what I'm asking.
I asked to be here.
Oh, you called and asked to come in.
I called and asked if I
Okay.
could make a presentation.
All right. So, all right. I was just curious because I didn't know how this all came about.
Yes, you, as I indicated, I'm sure you're aware, you're obviously going to be looking to see whether it makes sense for you to stay with Med Ed January 1 or to find a better price. Obviously there are ways you can find, people are offering prices all over the place these days. The question is, do you want to find a price because someone tells you it's a good price, or do you want to find the price because the competitive market through a bid process has proven it to be at the best price? You probably don't know, but you are penalized if you use a certain amount of electricity beyond what you used last year, or you're penalized if you don't use enough electricity based on what you used last year. I think that's unfair. And what we've done is gotten all generators who are going to be bidding on our contracts to agree that there's a 40% swing, 20% over, 20% under.
May I ask how many people are on your staff?
On my staff, we have 3 people on my staff.
And is that what it's always been?
Yes.
And so with this new endeavor,
we added one person 2 months ago.
and their specialty would be in electricity? I mean,
My specialty is in utilities.
okay,
That's my practice of law.
all right. I'm just trying to understand how
And I
you're going
have-
to handle the additional workload.
We've handled it very well. We have it very well organized, and PACE is doing a significant portion of that. That's where they're hired as a independent procurement manager. A great deal of the electronic functions that are necessary are performed by them. I don't have to have huge computers in my office. We're connected with them via internet. We're able to deal with that very quickly.
Your sole job is to come out and sell the program?
No, I
No?
am executive director of the organization.
Okay.
I actually created the organization with the help of Cumberland County, Dauphin County, and Perry County
Okay.
in 1997. My job has been to, based on what they've said to me, is to direct this program to provide the best pricing possible for public sector nonprofit entities, eliminating the profit motive of the middleman so that the public sector entity gets the lowest, best price possible with the best contract terms possible. That's what I do.
What year did we come in?
You've been in quite a while, I
I
think.
thought we came in with it in the original.
Close to the beginning.
99,
Yeah, I thought
yes,
we-
you were one of the first counties to come in.
Mhm.
Yes.
So I'll make a motion that we enter into contract with
I haven't
CPEC.
seen a contract.
I have a contract here. There's a contract in the packet.
Can I finish my motion?
I'm sorry.
No, he's not talking to you. Go ahead.
I'm gonna make a motion that we enter into a contract with CPEC to provide this service for electricity for the 2-year agreement.
After pennies.
Yeah, well,
After
yeah.
pennies.
Yeah, you have to look at it.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's a little premature. I would like to look at the paperwork first.
I'll second the motion. Any further discussion?
No, I'm familiar with it because I go to the
Yeah,
meetings.
geez, the liaison. All those in favor, consent by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
So ask what your analysis has been for the county since you've been involved with the fossil fuel consortium. I don't know if you've collected any data on what the county has
We have it
saved.
for every year.
Just,
I don't have it with me, but.
you continue to do it, so it must be a profitable.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one rocky year since I've been here,
I was,
so that
We
we
had
would have.
no rocky years when you weren't here.
Yeah, I know.
I-
You were, that
You left
was.
yourself open there.
Yeah, well,
I was unable
But-
to predict the recession, which I apologize for, but
well,
Go ahead, Joe.
I'm sorry.
Well, I guess, like I said, I feel the vote was premature. I still have many questions. And for instance, I kept hearing you say that you wanted to eliminate the middleman. And again, respectfully, it appears like you are the middleman. Why couldn't we just buy directly from PACE?
PACE does not sell power. PACE advises you on how to purchase power.
Okay, why couldn't they be our advisor? Why do we have to go through a middleman?
Well, PACE has a contract with us. We've signed a contract that we function to gather together all the information, all the members. PACE isn't interested in, nor do they want to run around and try to handle these meetings. That's what I do.
We've had a good experience with these folks, and I think that, we're just adding to the contract, basically.
Right, exactly.
Mix of green energy that's in this.
The green energy issue is very interesting. Green energy is, of course, more expensive. What will happen with these companies is they will be mandated to include in their portfolio of the energy they provide to us a certain percentage of green energy, and that's across the board. It's not.
What is that percent?
I have no idea because that hasn't been mandated yet.